Alright guys, put your name at the top of each of these sheets, okay? This is number 186. It says, in the diagram below of triangle ACT, here's ACT, right, this big triangle, line BE, which is this line, is parallel to segment AT, which is this segment down here. If CB is 3, so let's label our diagram, CB is 3, CA, so from C to A, that distance is 10, and CE, which is this distance, is 6. Okay? Well, if this whole segment is 10 and this piece is 3, then we know that this piece has to be 7 because they have to add up to 10. Okay? So what they're asking us for is, what is the length of segment ET? Let's label that X. Okay? When we have a parallel line splitting two sides of a triangle like this, these pieces are in proportion. Okay? So what that means is that we can set up a proportion in order to solve this problem. We can take this little piece and put it over this little piece. So the left side, we'll put 3 over 7 equals 6 over x. We do the right side. And you go in the same order. Top over bottom, top over bottom. Alright? Or if you're going to go bottom over top, you can do that too, but you just have to make sure you do it in the same order. So I could also do 7 over 3 equals x over 6. It doesn't matter. To solve this proportion, you cross multiply. I always do the piece with the x first, so that I get my x on the left side here. 3 times x is 3x equals, and then we do the other side, 6 times 7 is 42. We divide both sides by 3, and we get x equals 3 goes into 4 once, and 12 left over, so 14. That's our final answer. X equals 14. Okay, so let's box off that answer, and let's also circle the correct choice. Choice 2. Okay, let's look at the next problem. This is 187. Put your name on the top. In the diagram below of triangle ABC, line TV is parallel to segment BC. AT is 5, TB is 7, and AV is 10. What is the length of VC? So let's call it X. Same thing. 5 over 7 equals 10 over X. 5X equals 70. Divide both sides by 5, and you get x equals, 5 goes into 7 once, there's a 2 left over, bring down the 0, that's 20, 5 goes into 20 4 times. We get 14 again. So that's choice 3. Okay? Let's think here. Can we do a, nah, we'll just do it this way. Next problem. In the diagram of triangle ABC shown below, DE is parallel to BC. Okay? If AB is 10, so this whole length is 10, and AD is 8, this is 8, so then we know this little piece here is 2, and AE is 12, which is this big top piece. They want to know EC, which is that little bottom piece, so we'll call it X. So we do 8 over 2 equals 12 over X. Cross multiply, 8X equals 12 times 2 is 24. Divide both sides by 8. X equals 3. That's choice 3. Okay? In triangle ABC, point D is on segment AB, and point E is on segment BC, such that DE is parallel to AC. And then if DB is 2, DA is 7, and DE is 3, what is the length of AC? So in this one, we're actually going to have to draw our own triangle. Okay, I'm going to do that in the space below here. Okay, and this will be A, B, C. So D is on AB. So let's put D on AB. And then it says E is on BC, but it's on BC in such a way that our segment is going to be parallel to this bottom segment AC. DE has to be parallel to AC. So I'm just going to put it over here, something that looks somewhat parallel. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's just a diagram. Okay, you see how now DE is parallel to AC? So let's draw in our feather marks to show that those are parallel. Okay? In fact, we should go back and do that for our other ones. 186, 187. Whoops. I think I forgot one, yeah. And 188. Alright. Now let's label our diagram. DB is 2. DA is 7. And DE is 3. What is the length of AC? So we'll call it X. Okay? We can set up a proportion. 2 over 2. Alright, these two, this little triangle on top and this big triangle here are similar triangles. So let's split this problem up actually. Right? What we really have is a little triangle on top, which is D, B, E. Okay? And this is 2, and this is 3. And then we have this bigger triangle on the bottom, and this is A, B, C. And we don't know X, right? But we do know this long side here. It's 7 plus 2, which is 9. Alright? And when these lines are parallel here, we know that this little triangle is similar to this big triangle. So they're similar. That's the symbol for similar. Now we can set up our proportion. This upper left side 2 over this upper left side 9 equals this bottom side 3 over this bottom side X, because all of these sides of similar triangles are in proportion. Okay, so now we can do 2x equals 3 times 9 is 27. Divide both sides by 2, and we get x equals 13.5. Okay, so now we can circle our answer, which is 13.5. Let's go to the next one. Put your name. In the diagram below of triangle ACD, E is a point on segment AD and B is a point on segment AC, such that segment AB is parallel to segment DC. If AE equals 3, so first it says that these are parallel, let's put that in there. If AE is 3 and ED is 6 and DC is 15, find the length of EB. Okay? Let's split these two triangles up again. I'm going to take this little one and redraw it. Right, something like that. And this is the 3 and this is the X, and we have A, B, E. And then we have the big triangle. Okay? So I'm taking this little triangle off of the big one. And then this is A, C, D. Alright? And I know that this side is 15, and AD is this AD right here, which is 3 plus 6, which is 9. And these two triangles are similar, which means the sides are in proportion. Okay, the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal. So 3, I'm taking this left side here and I'm going to put it over the big triangle's left side, equals the little triangle's right side, x, over the big triangle's right side, 15. So now I'm going to cross multiply. I got 9x equals 45. I divide both sides by 9, and I get x equals 5. Okay? So that one was not multiple choice. And that's it. Next one. Put your name. In diagram below of triangle ADE, B is a point on AE and C is a point on AD, such that BC is parallel to ED. Okay? I'm sorry. B is a point on segment AE and C is a point on segment AD, such that segment BC is parallel to segment ED. So segment BC is parallel to segment ED. AC is x minus 3. Okay. BE is 20. AB is 16. Find the length of AD. Okay. AD is 2x plus 2. Right? And it says find the length of AC. Now, I can find CD. I can take 2x plus 2 and I can subtract this piece, x minus 3, and that will give me CD. So I'll have 2x plus 2 minus x plus 3, so that would be x plus 5. That's what CD is, x plus 5. Okay? So now I'm going to take this piece and put it over this piece, 16 over 20, equals this piece over this piece, x minus 3 over x plus 5. Alright, let's cross multiply. We have 16 times x plus 5 equals, and then we go this way, 20 times x minus 3. Okay, so we got to distribute. 16 times x is 16x plus 16 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30. Put down a 0, carry to 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So it's 80 equals 20x minus 60. Okay, I'm going to subtract 20x from both sides. And at the same time, I'm going to subtract 80 from both sides. So I'm going to do two steps at once. 16x minus 20x is negative 4x. Positive 80 minus 80 cancels out. Equals 20x minus 20x cancels out. And negative 60 minus 80 is a negative 140. Divide both sides by negative 4. And I get x equals... Let's see, it's going to be positive because I got two negatives. 4 goes into 14 3 times. That would be 12. 14 minus 12 is 2. Bring down the 0. Okay. And 4 goes into 20 5 times. So x is 35. But that's not what it's asking us. That's not what it's asking us for. It wants to know AC, which is x minus 3. So the length of AC equals x minus 3. So the length of AC equals 35 minus 3. So the length of AC equals 32. When we're talking about the length of a segment, we don't need to put the segment line on top, okay? When you're talking about the length of a segment, you can just write the two letters in. And that's it for number 191. So the next one, put your name. In diagram below of triangle ABC, D is a point on segment AB, E is a point on segment BC, and then AC is parallel to DE. Okay, CE is 25 inches, 25. AD is 18, and DB is 12. Find to the nearest tenth of an inch the length of segment EB. Alright, so I'm going to do x over 25 equals 12 over 18. I'm going to multiply this way, so I'm going to have 18x equals, and just grab my calculator, 25 times 12 is 300, and it wants it to the nearest tenth of an inch. So I'm dividing both sides by 18, and I get x equals 300 divided by 18. It's going to be, x is approximately, because I'm rounding, so I got to change my equal sign to approximately, and it's 16.66666, but I'm going to the tenth, so that first number after the decimal is a 6, that's the tenths place. But since I'm rounding to that place, I have to look to the number after it to decide what I do with that 6, whether I leave it as a 6 or do I raise it to a 7. Since the number after it is 5 or greater, right, it's a 6, then that means I raise that number up from a 6 to a 7. So it's going to be approximately 16.7. I round up. And then don't forget your label. Okay, this problem had label. It was inches. Okay? And that's it for that one. All right.